How can I find more time to work on my career? That's the question we're going to address in this edition of Q&A with STAA. I'm John Chalesnik. I recently received an email that was one of my favorite emails I've ever received from a sportscaster. Let me read part of it to you. I'm starting to make more time to get better. I recently announced my retirement from video games because I was clearly making that a bigger priority. The more I study my work, the more I realize that my second season of play-by-play for high school football was a sophomore slump. I don't want to struggle again. The only way to make that happen, he writes, is to practice, and video games will no longer eat up that valuable time. So smart. Whenever you choose anything that you do, any activity, but especially a hobby, ask yourself, if I say yes to this, what am I saying no to? He was saying yes to video games, which meant he was saying no to taking time to improve his career. A lot of people will say, well, I'm so busy, I'm too busy to be able to find time to practice my play-by-play or my talk show hosting. Too busy is a comment of self-importance. Everybody has the same 168 hours in a week. How do you use them? Are you playing video games? Are you wasting them? Beyonce's got the same 168 hours that you and I have. Presidents and heads of states and Will Smith, Oprah, they've all got the same 168 in a week that we've got. So really, it's not a matter of being too busy, because they're as busy as anybody. It's a matter of how you're choosing to spend your time. So let me quickly give you some of my favorite time management tips. First of all, for 1 week, write down hour by hour how you spend your day, and you'll find the areas of waste. Second thing, sleep less. I know sleep is important. Believe me, I'm a huge advocate of getting enough sleep. But if you went to bed 30 minutes later and got up 30 minutes earlier, that's 7 hours a week additional time that you would have to do something, 28 a month. So sleep a little bit less. Maybe it's 15 minutes earlier to bed and to rise. That still gives you an hour extra every other day. My third time management tip is create a to-do list. It's a fact that you're more likely to do what you write down. So make yourself accountable by putting it on paper. The fourth thing, time management tip, set a routine. A lot of times my wife teases me because I'm so regimented, but having a routine maximizes productivity, because everything that you need to do has a time and place to be done. And then my fifth tip for you as far as time management, it's one of my favorites, work without interruption. Turn off your phone so that you're not constantly addressing texts and emails, or that you're not tempted to check the internet or your Facebook or your Twitter account or whatever social media you young guys use these days. So work without interruption. It takes you, when you get interrupted on a task, up to 20 minutes to get back into the mental groove that you were in prior to the interruption. So set aside blocks of time during your day, 45 minutes, an hour, 90 minutes, to work without interruption. And that way, you'll ensure that you've got plenty of time to improve your career skills. Next week, we'll answer the question, why are Division II play-by-play jobs so hard to find? If you would like to have a question addressed in an upcoming edition of Q&A with STAA, send it to us, QA@STAAtalent.com.